What's up, everybody? James Duggan with IGN here. Joining me, Mark Medina.
Hey.
To discuss Call of Duty Mobile.
Call of Duty, Call of Duty on your phone?
Yeah.
No.
That's ridiculous.
That's a computer
Who would play
game.
that?
You play it on the computer.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but apparently quite a few people are playing it on their phone.
Yes.
And, you know, I said this at E3 and people got upset with me. I think that it is a very good shooter for your phone. That does not mean that I'm necessarily going to play it because it's not my preferred platform.
I'm upset. You've upset me.
I'm sorry, Mark.
So I actually have been playing it, and I'm actually having a weird amount of fun with it. Like, I'm actually enjoying it. I'm going to Reddit. I'm looking at the new updates that'll be coming out. Yeah, it's something that I picked it up because I thought, okay, iOS 13 is coming out, which means phones have controller support now for like PS4 and Xbox One controls. And I was like, this will be fun. Turns out the game doesn't support controls unless you do some back channeling.
Which people have been doing.
Which people have been doing.
Kudos to you, sir, playing on your keyboard in Android mode.
And so I'm like, I'm not going to play on this touchscreen. And then I'm playing, and I was playing on basic, and I was like, this is terrible. Yeah. And I switched to advanced, and I was like, this is actually really, really fun. Yeah. I played my first Battle Royale game, and just like everybody in the world, I won. And I'm like, I'm amazing. I am the best. And nobody is better than me. And then I discovered they're sprinkling in bots here and there. And
classic mobile game stuff. I mean, like, I think I was trying to find a new mobile game for a while, and then I just decided that I didn't want to partake in it. And one of the things that I thought was really interesting that isn't really done in kind of conventional AAA console or PC games is the concept of letting you cut your teeth on bots with player names.
Yeah.
And it's so like, you know, you could really make a whole game like that.
Yeah, well, Mario Kart kind of did the same thing. Now, Mario Kart never claimed you were playing against people, but it kind of did the same thing where you jump into a race, and it's like you're playing against people with actual names.
Right.
And I remember on Twitter, everyone's like, whoa,
sneaky.
I just dominated my first race. And it's like, against robots. And that's kind of what's happening with Call of Duty. But I feel like the important thing is that it's making people, it's giving people the fun they're looking for.
Sure.
These quick, like, spurts of just like, whoa, I totally just beat a bunch of people, and this is fun. And you can tell when they're not bots. And
right. And I also think the other positive things to say about the game is that from a fidelity and performance standpoint, it's very, very good.
It's a gorgeous game.
It looks very good for your phone, and the frame rate, if I'm not wrong, is above 30, right? Is it 60?
Well, and it is 60, like, it depends on what phone you have. What's cool is it does something most phone games don't do, which is there's actually a graphics tab where you can choose the frame rate, you can choose the resolution, you can turn shadows off and do all this weird stuff. But if you have a good enough phone, I was sitting there playing at my desk, and my desk mate looked at me and he was like, that is like fantastic looking. And we got it on the screen like to look at my footage, and I was like, wow, this is like actually really, really good looking.
That part of it's very impressive. I think from a control standpoint, just on your phone without kind of back-ending some controller or mouse and keyboard support, it is impressive what they're able to do with the advanced mode. I think that's the best feeling first-person shooter I've ever played on a phone, which I know isn't saying a whole lot, but still I think it's actually pretty good. The whole thing that kind of turns me off is the concept of making you feel like you're winning with this kind of artificial, you're playing against people maybe, who knows, and then once you start losing, they offer you like hey, you have 8 hours to buy this one-time limited $10 thing that gets you 100% more value than what you're going to get after this, and then it deteriorates from there.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is like it does not shy away from the fact that when you open the game up, it's just like microtransactions. It literally, it's not just like here's how to do it. It's making you click the buttons, and it is teaching you how to use all these microtransactions. So they're there. It's a phone game.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that there are things that are appropriate, or rather just done a lot in the mobile space that are not done in the AAA space, but are starting to be done in the AAA space. Looking at you, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, with your disgusting microtransactions tab where you can buy actual guns and attachments that mechanically affect things. Didn't we learn something from Battlefront 2? I guess not. Tell me about the different modes. Tell me what I can play. Tell me what your favorite mode is.
So right now, it's just your basic, it's like team deathmatch, search and destroy. You can choose to, you can click a button to say, I only want to play against bots. That's way, cool. If you want to learn the maps, if you want to learn the guns, stuff like that. And then there's its own Battle Royale mode where it's its own unique map. It's not just, Blackout. It's its own map with its own controls, like auto opening doors, auto looting chests, stuff like that. That's the one where I played a game right before we came in here, and I just completely, I saw a guy, and he's just running up against a wall. And I'm like, you're either a bot, or you're struggling with the controls. I don't know. And I won, so it's...
That's good.
But what's cool is people have found that it's there might be a future update where it's snipers only, rocket launchers only, and that's the kind of stuff. I'm kind of seeing this as it's already got a ton of maps in it from previous Call of Duties, and so I kind of picture it's going to be this best of, where I don't know how many original multiplayer maps are going to throw in here, or if it's just going to be remember this, remember Pipeline, remember, and it's just going to throw these maps in there. That's kind of what I want. That's the best thing about it is just sitting in your car and someone's like, oh, I'll be out in a sec, and you're like, cool. Play some Call of Duty really quick. And it's not too in-depth, but it's fast enough to just bring up and play.
Cool. For all the folks who want to play at home, hey, what's the problem? Do you guys not have phones? Nice, cool BlizzCon reference. Very topical with what's happening right now. But anyway, for more on Call of Duty Mobile and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you can keep it right here on IGN.